This video that we're making today is going to be karate versus jiu-jitsu, okay? The reason I'm making this video is, which is better, karate or jiu-jitsu? Well, this is a good question because most of us who started out, most of us that do jiu-jitsu, a lot of us, we started out with another martial art beforehand. Because when I first started, when Greg first started training martial arts, jiu-jitsu wasn't like, there was no jiu-jitsu schools around here. We're in Jersey, and it was pretty much in the late 80s, early 90s. If you wanted to train a martial art, you trained karate, boxing, or American style kickboxing, okay? So, but what value is there in both jiu-jitsu and karate? There's value in both, actually. And the word the word that I want to use is, they're both different, but they're the same, okay? And the reason they're different and the same is, they're the same in the sense that they both were created for self-defense, okay? They're different in the fact that they both specialize in an area. Jiu-jitsu works with the clinch, right? And ends up on the floor most of the time, majority of the time. But in jiu-jitsu, there is, if you do Gracie jiu-jitsu, there's a front kick. There's throws. There's all kinds of things, you know, that are similar in some sense to karate. And if you do karate, but there's very little though. There's very little. Most 80% of that martial art deals with being on the ground, or taking your opponent to the ground. But when you go to karate, right? But karate deals with predominantly blocks and strikes. Okay, blocking and striking, it deals with being on your feet. Okay, but if you do traditional karate, whether it's Japanese, Okinawan, or Korean karate, right? There are takedowns. There are techniques that involve taking your opponent to the floor. Okay, but just keep in mind, this was all created, okay, for self-defense. So a lot of times when we think about karate or we think about jiu-jitsu, we think in terms of sport, right? We don't think about self-defense. We don't think about street. And don't get me wrong, right? Okay, I agree that you should be open-minded. If you're a guy who just trains karate and you don't do jiu-jitsu, right? Okay, then guess what? If you end up on the floor, you're going to be in trouble. But vice versa, if you're a guy that just does jiu-jitsu and you don't understand, right, punching and kicking, you might walk into a punch and end up on the floor knocked out. Okay, I'm a high-level karate black belt, and I'm a third-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu. So I have an area of expertise in both karate and jiu-jitsu. So I'm going to give you a couple different scenarios where you might say, why do they do this in their martial art? Okay, so I have Greg Capella here to help me out. He does Japanese karate. Okay, he's got a Japanese karate uniform on, pretty much almost identical to mine, except for this one's a little thicker. If this was Korean karate, he might have a black a black lapel coming down. Okay, so just some minor differences. So we're going to do the first technique in karate that people are always baffled of. It's a chumbi. Okay, and the chumbi in Korean karate comes like this. I come here, and I push downward. Some styles do like this. Japanese karate, they come and they show me how you do? Yes, they just like this. So people say, what is this position here? It's a ready position, right? Okay, it's a ready position because, like in self-defense, right? A lot of times I'm just standing there like this. I turn and I get attacked, right? So that's a ready position. Okay, same thing like in Korean karate. I'm here, I'm in a ready position. Why do we make fists? Because I'm getting ready to strike, to block, whatever. But like I said, in reality, I'm just standing here. It could be, I'm standing here like this. I'm not in a fighting stance. See, most of the time when it comes to sport, he's facing me. It's me versus him, okay? Whether it's karate or jiu-jitsu, and that's the problem, right? In the street, that doesn't happen like that. A lot of times I'm standing here, I'm waiting for the bus, whatever, right? I come up and I grab Greg here, I grab him from the back here, something like this, okay? Right? And that's the reality, okay? All right, so now we're gonna show you how the good and the connection we can make between both. So there's a technique in Korean karate, and there's a technique in Japanese karate that are the same. In Korean karate, it's a block. In Japanese karate, it's more of a strike. We call it, in Korean karate, we call it hadamaki, right? Low block. I come here, and I come to here. And that's how the form starts out, okay? Hadamaki, just like this. Japanese karate, what do they call it, Greg?
Gidan beret.
Gidan beret, and show them how you do it. Yep, exactly, right, okay? Well, how, and some people will say, and then we have a form called Kichang Ilbu, right, where we do a set of movements, that's what a hyung is, where I come here, I step and I strike, but I do this in a kata or a hyung, right? People say, well, what is that? What are you doing? What purpose does it have? Especially beginner students. There's a lot of purpose, okay? There's a lot of purpose. Greg's gonna come behind me, okay, right? And the purpose is this. He's gonna grab me with this hand here, right? You can make a lot of purpose out of this, right? And the first move in our hyungs is to look, right, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my head, I'm gonna look, I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna come up, right? I'm gonna step, right? And I look because if you switch, go ahead, switch your body, and I turn my body, I might get slammed in the face with his rear hand. I'm gonna look, I'm gonna turn, look, I come here and watch. I step, boom, look at that. Look at the angle I got here. That's karate. Now watch. If I want to take him to the floor, Jiu Jitsu here, right? Okay, right? I come here, boom, bang, to him out, right? Okay, right? So one more time. Let's just show this, okay? Right? I'm here. Look, I'm in this ready position, but this is real life, okay? He grabs me. Yeah, look at that. Right here. Check this out. I step. Low block. Look where I am right here. I can palm strike him to the face. I can come in here just like, and I can do anything, but I'm going to step in. I'm going to grab, and boom. I drive through. Right? Look where I'm at. Okay? This is a great way to connect it. One more time. And then we'll give you a variation. I'm here, look. You karate people, okay? Right? Okay? I'm here. I turn, I look, he's grabbing me, he's pulling me. Boom, look, I step, break with this strike here, right? Okay? I come in here, bang, boom. Look, I'm mounted. Okay, guys, we're gonna give you the second part to this. Okay, Greg's gonna come here, he's gonna grab me from behind. Now look, I don't want to turn into his punch here. Smash, I'm gonna hit the floor. Right? So I'm in this karate chumbi here, right? Okay? Right, now check this out. I'm gonna turn my body away from him. I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna step. Right? Now look where I'm at, and I'm here. Boom. Okay, I'm driving through, I'm grabbing this, like a wrestling takedown, but I'm here, just like this. Okay, one more time. I'm here like this, look. Look, I'm in my I look over the shoulder. I know I can't turn this direction. I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna low block, boom. Right, look where I'm at. I can hit him in the side of the head, whatever I want. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna drive through his body here, boom. And I'm gonna come to a mounted position. Okay?